Netflix's darkly gripping miniseries Adolescence centers on a British family who are shocked to learn that their teenage son has been accused of murdering one of his classmates. Adolescence's cast is led by Stephen Graham, also co-creator, Ashley Walters, Erin Doherty, and more as individuals who attempt to understand 13-year-old Jamie Miller's, Owen Cooper, guilt. As the series unfolds, not only do viewers learn more about the shocking crime, but they also get insight into the deeply complex personal world of the teen that led him to become a murder suspect. The series is driven by its intriguing plot and excellent performances. Interestingly, each episode was filmed in one single shot, an impressive feat which, when combined with the overall prowess of the series, has resulted in a perfect 100% Rotten Tomatoes score for Adolescence. Understandably, Netflix audiences were immediately hooked on the series and blown away by the deeper meaning of Adolescence's ending. However, with such a dark premise, it is easy to wonder where the inspiration for the series came from and if it is based on a true story. Adolescence is not based on a specific true story, but it was inspired by a news report. Co-creator Stephen Graham saw a news report of a similar event. Prior to the release of the series, Stephen Graham shared with Netflix's Tudum that he was inspired by a real news story that he had seen concerning an incident where a young boy, allegedly, stabbed a girl. Graham stated that reading the news report made him question what was going on in a world where a boy stabs a girl to death. This underlying question of why a young person would do such a thing was enough to get Graham and his co-creator Jack Thorne thinking about the deeper issues at play. Additionally, Thorne told Tudum that while writing he was also partially inspired by Cries Unheard, Why Children Kill by the author Gitta Sereni about the murders committed by an 11-year-old named Mary Bell in the late 1960s, as the book focuses both on her crimes and also the events that led her to commit murder in the first place. Beyond the real inspirations of past child murder cases, Graham and Thorne were clearly very interested in the social factors behind the crimes, which is showcased in the resulting series. Increased crime involving young men also inspired Netflix's Adolescence. The UK has seen an increase in knife crime. Outside finding inspiration from real crimes that have occurred in the UK, Adolescence's creators wanted to use the series to explore real issues that young men are currently facing. Specifically, Britain has seen a rise in knife crime in recent years that is often linked to young men. To this point, Stephen Graham wanted the show to question, what is happening to our young men these days, and what are the pressures they face from their peers, from the internet, and social media? Via Yahoo Entertainment, this question feels particularly apt in a time when it is increasingly easy to spread misinformation online. Young people may be finding it increasingly difficult to find their own identities and cope with potential bullies amidst an information overload. To illustrate this point, Graham shares that he and Thorne chose to center the narrative on a very average-seeming family in order to highlight the potential for violence to occur anywhere if appropriate conversations about toxic masculinity and growing up are not commonly had, highlighting adolescence's true meaning.